Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. This is taken about 7 yards deep, and no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the former number 2 pick, the Pro Bowler Saquon Barkley. He'll have a first down past the 40. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down. He told us he wanted to have a big game running the football. He predicted well north of 100 yards. That's a heck of a start.
And we thought he was just blustering, right? We thought he was just kind of talking and trying to maybe talk himself into it. He knew something, and now that confidence is going sky high.
And they're already in plus territory. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now Jones. Eluding the pressure right. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Coming to you.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. That's something we saw over and over again in Barkley's rookie season. He had 91 catches last year, most ever by a rookie running back. Part of a fantastic rookie campaign that saw him go over 2,000 total yards. Jones on 3rd down. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Thought they were going to force a 4th down. Instead, P.I. gives them the 1st.
And that's frustrating because you think you've taken them really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over. That can really, really be demoralizing.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. Throwing Jones. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Kyle Van Noy leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. Looking to throw. Jones. Buying time to throw. The pressure too great, and he goes down once more. John Simon providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. So on 4th down, on comes the Giants kicker, Aldrick Rosas. This officially a 55-yard attempt. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. fourth down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Riley Dixon now to punt it away. Back deep is Philip Dorsett. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away.
Let's go! Let's go! At their own 22-yard line.
So Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10 at their own 22.
Check 26, check 26. SOS, SOS, SOS. SOS, SOS, SOS.
Blue draw quarters.
Now the leading rusher for the Pats last year is a rookie, Sony Michel. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
The New England Patriots remain consistent on offense with a stable of running backs. They added Sony Michel, the 31st pick of the draft in 2018, to that stable at the University of Georgia, mainly for his ability to run inside the tackles and add a little thump to their game.
From the 27, Brady on the left side, a catch by White. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad.
Now a first down run is sniffed out from the start as they'll drop him for a loss of 4. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find
pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Marcus Golden has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Tough spot for the Pats now after the sack as Brady will lead him up 3rd and long.
Check, 93's the mic, 93's the mic.
Hey, Charlie. Hey, both 66.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. He's going to let this one go deep. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Janoris Jenkins. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. So that'll back him up 5.
Go!
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Nifty running by Barkley there on first down. He scoots forward for 7 yards, sets him up nicely. 2nd and 3. And a nice run to get him past the original line of scrimmage. A gain of 7. It's 2nd and 8 now.
The 43-yard line.
Let's go. 70, Indy. Pilot, 64, weak. Let's go.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 16 yards, a first down. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead him to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Love his pocket awareness, able to slip out of the sack. But once you take your eyes off the receivers, once your eyes come down and you see the rush, hard to get back downfield and find an open target. Fortunate, that one just wound up as an incomplete pass.
A first carry for the Clemson man, Wayne Gallman. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Jamie Collins, formerly of the Browns, in on the tackle.
Let's go now. 60 or.
Defense, let's go.
To throw on third down. Jones. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Aldrich Rosas now to try the Giants field goal. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And that is no good. He gave it a good run. That wasn't more than a foot or so wide to the left. Remember, with Rosas, there was some speculation last year in the preseason that he might not hold on to his job with the Giants.
But he certainly answered the challenge, didn't he? 32 of 33 during the regular season, 97% that is, and was named to the NFC Pro Bowl team. And by the way, at 6'3", 234, he can bench press your kicker.
This drive starts out on the ground with Michel. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Check. Set. Round 80. Round 80. Check it. Reload. Regular.
Shotgun now for Brady. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at the 48, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. A first down carry for Barkley. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he gets this one down to the 24. That good for 19 and a first down.
A gain of 19 yards. First down, Giants.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. We're scoreless after 1. Giant football, and we're ready to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Down. And Lobo.
Push him back. Push him back.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
90 Wolf. You got bombs. You got bombs.
second down. Barkley, and he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It goes as a loss of 6, and now third down. On third down, Barkley. And Barkley did not get there. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a fourth down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
After the field goal, here's Rosas to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Ozzy! Hey, Alabama.
From the gun, it's Brady. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Julian Edelman that time. And that'll bring up second down. Well, this Pats-Giants bout is part of the NFL 100 series. These two teams have met in a pair of Super Bowls, Super Bowl 42 and 46. Eli and the Giants winning both over Tom Brady and company. Now, the first of those 2 wins, of course, prevented the Pats from becoming the second undefeated team in NFL history. That was the famous or infamous, depending who you were cheering for, helmet catch by David Tyree. And now they meet in Week 6 of the 2019 campaign. That one covers 29 yards. First down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Brady to throw again. On the crossing route, that's caught. Julian Edelman. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. And finding Edelman underneath, that's a recipe for success.
Typical route for a good slot receiver, and Edelman's one of the best in the game. Knows how to go inside what one of my college coaches used to call the briar patch. Got to go in there where it's tough and make those tough catches. And not only can he do it, he can often run away from people after the catch.
The throw on second down by Brady is incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. They'll run with Michel. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
Stephen Gostkowski for the Patriot field goal. A 38-yard attempt.
And the 13-year man puts it through, and that will tie us at 3-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Under 10, 10. Under.
This is Barkley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Here we go. 18 Gator. Come, baby.
Now Saquon Barkley. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Partner, if we've heard it once, we've heard it 1,000 times. Don't throw late down the middle.
And he did. We see the end result.
Yeah, what you have to do is you've got to make sure you manipulate those defenders with your eyes and your head, maybe even some body movement to move them a little if you're going to come back late down the middle. They'll
run it. This is Michel. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Well, there's no shortage of great young runners in the NFL, but don't forget about that guy, Sony Michel, first-round pick in 2018. Almost hit 1,000 yards as a rookie, 931 to be exact, to go along with 6 scores for the former Georgia Bulldog. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Wait, that 380.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Brady now on first down. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Marcus Golden in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Now Brady. And that's incomplete. Julian Edelman, the intended receiver, but now it's 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
On 3rd and long, it's Brady. That's complete to his tight end. This is Lance Kendricks. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the left hash, this from 34. Now a timeout coming here defensively. As on 4th down, may as well make them punt it. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the left hash, this from 34. And Gostkowski's kick is good. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off. Fielded about a yard deep.
So if you like field goals, this is your game. 6-3, 3 field goals at the break. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. This one taken from the 7. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Throwing again. Brady. To Gordon, out left. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Josh Gordon, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Gostkowski, the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. Barkley. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made. And that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And unable to get downhill there, so he'll take this up to about the 37. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
Come on, let's go. First and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down. Second tour of duty for Watson with the Patriots. Remember, New England drafted him way back in 2004 out of Northwestern. He retired in the offseason after finishing the campaign with New Orleans, but decided to come back for one more go-around with the Patriots, and they might need him, especially with Rob Gronkowski no longer in uniform. Now a first down carry. It's Michel. The 20. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Sony Michel, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Gostkowski with the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Now Jones throwing on first down. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
From their own 40 to the other 40. The gain of 20 leads to 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. Maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a quarterback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets, but oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well. Makes it a little bit tougher for him.
A running play here on first down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Wait, set, play, 20.
Let's go, tackle, let's go. We got this, we got this.
Alert.
Throwing now is Brady. Throw to the right here to Gordon. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And that's complete. It's Watson. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one goes for 24 yards. Brady now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Brady gives to Michel. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Double tight, guys.
Sugar.
Check, 93's the mic.
Operating from the gun, Brady. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Kareem Martin Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. Tough spot for the Pats now after the sack as Brady will lead them up 3rd and long.
Check, 93's the mic, 93's the mic. Check it. 6 guys, check 6 guys. 450.
From midfield, here's Brady. He's going to air one out. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off down at the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. Jones now operating from the gun. Flushed out right. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down. Back now in Foxborough. It's the Giants with possession of the football but needing points as we start quarter number 4. Here's Jones on 1st down. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That really sets him back. A loss of 6. So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. 2nd and long. Flush to his right. Able to locate his running back open downfield. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the... And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Golden Tate, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Giants are able to draw a bit closer. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that will get them one closer. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. From the gun, Brady. Looking left side, and he's got him in. It's Gordon. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one good for 26 and a 1st down. Brady, perfect since the 2nd half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Brady. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And this Giants defense getting off the ball quickly. They stop him behind the line again.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Brady going to try and throw on 3rd down. But he will have a man, Demaryius Thomas. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. First catch there for Thomas. It's a first down. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the ground, Michel. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I played with. They have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
Absolutely. He did a lot of that last week when he was named the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. One of the guys on the team was saying, yeah, we called him the disruptor. And that's carrying forward again.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Dexter Lawrence in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. Tough spot for the Pats now after the sack as Brady will lead them up 3rd and long. From the gun, Brady. And that will be incomplete.
This defense can use some more of these types of plays. How about him reading it, driving on the football, and he's right there for the pass breakup.
The Patriots send out their punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
Jones to throw from his end zone. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And they're going to get this all the way out past the 20. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Looking to throw. Jones.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones, that's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Now Jones on 1st and 10. Forced out to his left. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jones, and he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Michael Bennett, the former Texas A&M Aggie, dropping the hammer. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Dietrich Wise in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Back to throw. Jones. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Patrick Chung. On 4th down, that turned out like a punt. Maybe he was better defensively there just to knock it down.
And you know they go over those situations. All right, 4th down, where's the ball? Where will we get the ball? But instinct takes over, and when it's in the air, they just go and get it. So it's hard to get on him for intercepting it, but the smart play would have been what you suggested. Knock it down and take over in a deeper position.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. And it's Michel once again. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10. So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Patriots, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week, where they take on the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for the Giants, the loss will drop them to 4-2 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.